soDpop.
Hi everybody, I'm soDpop,
I am Pei Lao Shi.
and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. You'll have to excuse me, I have a migraine, so I'm not going to be super high energy. Sorry. Ugh.
I just want to point something out. Just looking here at Monica, you see how her dress sits?
Right.
It's not. I mean, everybody knows anime girls are not anatomically correct.
No.
But this is just like evidence of it right here, just the way her skirt sits, and like all of them, the way their skirt sits is not anatomically correct. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. I assume it's this one. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're making a poem.
Yes.
A poem.
Oh.
In this tome.
Yep. We sure are.
Misfortune. Unrestrained.
Ooh, you might have to take over some of the reading duties. Not all of them, but you might have to take over some of them.
I'll do what I can.
Thanks.
Melancholy. Uncontrollable. Extraordinary. Variance. What?
So this music, it's not hurting my head in and of itself, and it's not like so unpleasant that I'm like, oh please mute it. But I am getting a weird sensation where like now instead of my head just kind of throbbing, it's throbbing to the beat of the music.
Vivacious. Attune. Inferno. Fantasy. Unrequited. Eternity. Secretive. Passion. Infinite. Effulgent. Determination. Contamination. Philosophy. Tenacious. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hello, usual scene.
Okay, if you can do Sayori and Natsuki, because I do not think I have the energy to do them. I'll do the other two.
Hi, Joshua! Yo, Sayori. Say yo-ri.
Oh my lord.
Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh?
It's okay. You're good.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that? All of a sudden.
That is super cringy sounding. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not very good at this, at the female voices.
Oh, it's funny though.
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latchet and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom, or to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You are always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Joshua to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Sorry. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Oh.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you can think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? That's you.
Oh, sorry. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Oh, I guess I didn't even notice that there actually was a smacking sound. I don't know why I didn't notice that before.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though.
Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
See where he hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Like, that big.
Like the entire cookie.
So good. Huh?
Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth.
I'm in my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine.
Spilt milk raisin.
Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get her. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
You okay?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Ho 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 ho. Jade, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Eh? Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Sorry. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Oh, that was fun.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me. Suddenly, the doors swing open. Whoosh.
Sorry, I don't know why I can't read right now.
Close. Got it.
I know. I can see the words. They're just not registering. Sorry. I'm super sorry.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good
took me a
guess.
minute.
Ah, there you are.
You know, I would not mind a pair of reading glasses right now. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Just got a little bit of sweat drop going on right there.
Well, yeah.
Monica quizzically glances at me. What you passing to me for? Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. Make sure you click
No.
inside the game. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ha 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 ha.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least.
Ugh. Ugh. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I'm sorry. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Joshua.
She boots everybody else off the screen. Monica smiles sweetly.
How'd she do?
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Under pressure. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. Sorry. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori's somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was just, I was kind of... Give me a second. I was kind of just waiting for you. I'm gonna go get a soda. I need some caffeine. I'll be right back.
She gets the migraine. I'll do my best.
Well, now that the heat's back on, I should be getting fewer migraines because my neck got cracked up from the cold.
Yeah. That's the good news of the day, by the way. I know we're mid-game, but we got our heat back.
Well, I didn't even know our heat was gone. So, yeah, over New Year's weekend...
We had no heat.
We had no heat.
No hot water, no hot air.
Nothing.
We had hot cooking, but that was not a utility issue.
No.
Something happened. There's like a clog or something. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, we fared better than the rest of my family. My dad's clinic. The pipes burst in my dad's clinic over New Year's weekend. My sister and her husband got home from visiting my parents because they live a lot closer to my parents, so they visit them a lot. I'm feeling legitimately sick right now. They got home to find that one of their pipes had burst. So we're very lucky that our heat got turned back on after, let's see, today was day 3. No heat? Yeah.
Basically.
I'm shaking.
Drink your caffeine, and I'll get to reading.
I don't know if I can open it. Can you? Thank you. Sorry, everybody. I was actually feeling better earlier, which is why I was like, okay, let's go ahead and record videos. But yeah, I don't know, like in the last hour.
Have you eaten anything besides dumplings?
No.
Maybe you try eating something.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea.
So I'll read.
Yeah.
And you find something to eat.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yeah. No, yes, let's.
I'll be right back.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, like a Brita or there's a few different kinds. Sure.
We used to have a Brita.
Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Ooh, I gotta differentiate the voices.
It's okay, I'll be back in a moment. I've been doing Monaco, it's like just the slightest monotone, if that helps.
Where are the two of you? Where are you two off to?
Huh? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once.
Wow.
Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Joshua in club activities?
Her mouth gapes. Gapes. Her mouth gapes.
But that didn't...
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Joshua.
Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri?
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Joshua, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Joshua, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Oh.
Drop your potato. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Hang on, I'm swallowing still. Joshua, do you like oolong tea? Because I prefer short tea.
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
I sincerely hope that's Fahrenheit.
Probably.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Good. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves.
Okay, you used to drink a lot of tea.
Yeah.
I really only drink herbal tea, so I don't
Yeah.
know a lot about others. Tea leaves.
Yeah.
Do you put them in a baggie or mesh container, or do you just put them straight in the water?
You can.
Both of those?
Yep.
Okay.
Because like in Harry Potter,
Uh-huh.
they do the divinations class and they have the tea leaves in the bottom.
Now, okay, this is also gonna probably sound stupid. How do you avoid swallowing the tea leaves if they're loose in there? That just sounds gross to me.
I don't know. I usually have a tea bag.
Okay.
So, to my surprise, she even starts humming a little bit to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? Sorry, hang on. I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
That's great, Yuri.
Ooh.
Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Joshua. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Joshua, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? Wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right?
it's got nothing to do with your giant milk sacks.
Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So, that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
Desk thing in the way. I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. We're supposed to focus on reading like this. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Boner alert. Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest.
Booty.
Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading.
Instead of touching your baps.
After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course. No, today was day 4 without heat.
Oh.
Yeah,
Today was day 4 without heat.
sorry.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg.
Practically, but not actually, apparently.
Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth.
This is so anime.
Yeah. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just?
Yuri looks at me. She needs to confirm what just happened.
It's not like you just touched his dick. Come on. Joshua.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right?
I mean... Not really in this context, but... Yeah!
Okay, so... Me, personally... I've been hand-fed plenty of times by my friends while I'm holding stuff. I really do not see the issue.
Well...
You, Amber, Bowers...
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I don't see what is so... sexual tension with it.
Well, for one thing, she doesn't really have friends.
I suppose that's true.
As part of it. For another, they're kind of getting like she doesn't really have friends. He
is a loser.
Basically, other than Sayori, these are like his first friends he's getting, and they're kind of getting kind of coupley with each other. So that's why
you gotta do it right. If you don't put the hand on the butt, you're not doing it right.
I see.
Oh,
I guess it worked for you, but...
You can tell that story if you want. I'm not awful.
You want waffle?
Yeah. Pull up a waffle fart.
We'll tell that story another time. Anyway. Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. Go deeper.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Past, present, future. Really tense. Yuri tries to return to look. But I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. Because that looks nothing like the first expression she had when she was completely focused on the book.
Yeah. I do like how they make the dust motes. Yeah, that's the word I want, right?
Yes?
They're pretty, that's my point.
My heart is pounding. Doki Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki.
If anyone was wondering, that's why it's called Doki Doki Literature Club.
Well, actually Doki Doki is supposed to be the sound that your heart makes in various circumstances.
Anytime it's like pounding.
Including this. But also in like a very scary situation.
Fear response, yeah. It's just... Isn't it just like if your heart is pounding?
No, it has to be either for like a sexual reason or like a terror reason. But like other things that like you do something exciting. It's not necessarily sexual, but like your heart's pounding. It's not necessarily Doki. As I understand the word.
Okay. I'm content with this.
Google it, and if Google disagrees with me, say so in the comments.
Next.
My heart's pounding. Doki Doki, Doki Doki. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine.
The potatoes don't want to be picked up by my chopsticks.
It happened. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
My mouth is full. Give me a moment.
Philip, I'm off of farts over here.
Shut up. Okay, everyone.
Whoa!
Ah.
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems and get those two apart from each other. Joshua, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Seeing as, you helped make the mess.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks, fucker.
I mean, I guess I could.
Oh, that hurt my head.
The spell is abruptly broken.
No.
That's what she said.
No, that's what I said. I'll... Hang on, it's blurry. I'll take care of the cups. Oof.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without as much as a word between us.
So much.
So much. Oh, without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poon to first?
Oh no. Whatever you want. No one can see you dancing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just jamming out to the beats.
Hours of spring flight.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all.
Oh.
It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's gonna just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Tell me.
I'm gonna stop you really quick. Do you notice that the taskbar keeps like reloading?
Yes.
Why is it doing that?
Not
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going insane.
You're not. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down.
That's not obvious.
And I know you're little, but like lower. You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean. I mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place.
think I might be able to read Sayori's stuff again. Hi again, Joshua. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ooh. Oof.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. He's over here like, crap, my cover's been blown!
Twice now.
You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Hey, hun, will you turn the screen a little bit close, like more, like just angle it towards me a little bit more? It'll make it easier for me to read. Thank you.
Yeah? You completely misunderstood.
Calm down. I'm kidding. I'm not, but, you know, you're obviously sensitive. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
No, again, I'm totally making that up because you're sensitive. Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. You have a fictional girlfriend, too. I was just saying. But, anyway, you want to read my poem now? You were right about the food, though. That is helping a lot.
Oh, good. Just that little exchange just kind of reminds me of there's the Adam Sandler movie 8 Crazy Nights.
I do not believe I've seen that.
There's the character Whitey, and he lives with his sister and his imaginary wife.
Is it like a waifu type of thing, or
like an imaginary friend?
Right. You know what a waifu is? Have you ever heard that term?
I've heard it.
To my understanding, I'm not really a weeb, so not really into that culture, but...
Hear that, Jacksepticeye? You're a weeb.
Sometimes.
I don't even know what weeb means, but anyway, continue.
It's...
Just tell me what you're saying.
I might have lost my train of thought.
Waifu.
Oh. So you latch onto a fictional character, and you know how me and Amber are sometimes like, ooh, like, he's hot, he's my husband, type of thing?
Okay.
It's like that, but like dudes are doing it for female characters.
I guess. No, Whitey's imaginary wife is like a little kid having an imaginary friend.
Right.
He like, in his head, he like made her up.
Okay.
Her name's Jill.
Okay. Oh, good criminy.
Okay, her name's not really Jill. I can't remember what her name is.
You know, my mom calls that Sally Palmer and her 5 sisters. It was either Sally or Susie. I don't remember which one.
Anyway.
Yeah.
When you're done blowing your nose, you got a line.
Didn't I reread that?
I don't know.
I'll read it again. Or if I haven't read it, then I'll just read it. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Ugh. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, you're such a dork.
Save me!
That was too loud for me.
Sorry.
Alright. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Load me!
Sorry.
So,
I'm
so
lean on you.
point something out, see how she has her cue.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No shit. I was hoping you would have some like cool like.
Nope, I just know that it's weird.
Cool.
I mean, who does that? It's not a 7.
Well, though, it could be because you know how I write in a cursive type font.
Okay.
It could be like that though.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Because she might just write her G's with a, you know, like a similar. No, yeah, because like look at her G's. They've only got like a little bit of a tail, like a twist to their tail. So that could be what it is.
I guess. Anyway, here she is. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. You got a nice rack, so I like your poems. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What?
I was gonna save,
Okay.
but then I was like, once we get through with these guys, the episode will be over, so.
So it will.
Yuri! Yuri-sama!
Oh yeah. Okay. I suppose that works. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Surprise. Do you like it?
Joshua, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly?
Even.
So it does. How did you eat? Ugh. Hang on. I need reading glasses for the computer. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Okay, really quick. I think this is an actual thing.
What?
Like someone can explain something to you so well.
Yeah.
That you just do it really well. For example, so Morgan is a horse trainer.
Well, I wouldn't say is. I used to be.
Was a horse trainer, and she was always explaining to me how you're supposed to sit on a horse. Well,
I was a trainer and I was a riding instructor, but since I started college, I haven't had time for those things, nor clients. So
that too. Anyway, so one time we actually went out riding.
Oh, so nice.
And the only time I had ever been on a horse before that, I was like a wee little thing, like knee-high to a squirrel. And so I had no clue what I was doing, so I was just like, okay, I'm just going to do this the way she said to do it. And I like get on there, and I'm all like doing it right. I hear her go, damn natural seats.
Well, okay.
And I was like, nah, you probably just explained it to me so well that I knew what I was doing. Because I actually walked myself through like the whole thing that she'd tell me all the time, and so it's like, that's how I did it.
Yeah, it's just, I'm always jealous of people who can do that, because it legitimately took me 10 years, not quite 10 years, but really close to 10 years, to learn how to ride correctly and to learn how to train a horse, and to learn how to teach someone else to ride. It took me a very long time because I'm rather graceless, so it takes me a long time to learn how to move my body. But, so I was either 10 or 11 when I started riding lessons. And my instructor, like the first one I had, she actually, after a year or two, pulled me aside, and she's like, if you didn't want this so bad, I would kick you out of my stable. You are awful. But she's like, but you want it so bad that I know you're gonna get good at it. So that's why I've let you stay. And I was like, mind you, at this point, I'm like either 11 or 12 years old, and it was just kind of like a slap in the face, but also a weird compliment. So I was kind of like, okay. And she was like, just keep your level of enthusiasm that you've had for the past 2 years. I can't remember how long it was. And you're gonna get better than, because I was learning alongside my sister, one of my sisters rather. And she just, like, the moment she got in the saddle, she was good. But I always had to do it first because I'm the oldest, so she was like, no, you do it first because you're bigger and braver than I am. But she would just get it right away, and I just could not. The only reason I learned how to work with horses was sheer enthusiasm, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm rambling because I'm not really sure of what's going on right now.
I really wanted to try giving it some more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Gulp.
Kinky.
Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know what Yuri likes to think, or I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. I've got like caffeine shakes now.
Well,
that's like what sucks about my migraines is caffeine and salt are like the only things that really help. But I'm a little bit sensitive to caffeine, so I can only have like 2 like cans of soda before I start getting caffeine shakes.
I have a banana.
But they're all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get up. I'll do it between episodes.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Yo, I feel you, sister.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Again, Yuri nods.
Hardcore.
Oh. Even your close friends?
What friends?
Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why. Anyway. Do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay, I'm just gonna have to move closer to the computer because...
Yeah, I can't do that.
You know, next paycheck, I wouldn't mind going and looking at some reading glasses. I'm just throwing that out there. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. I didn't start off reading this in Yuri's voice. My apologies. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. You guys can't see this, but I am like right up against the computer. Like just staring. Yeah, I can't.
I probably won't do it in the voice because
That's fine.
it hurts my voice to do that, but
Under normal circumstances, I would be able to read this okay, I think. It's just... oof.
I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. Sorry. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself, and I feed myself again.
Oh. Yeah, moment. I was a We're never gonna get to this episode.
You need me to read it?
No, I've got this. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
I truly think this main character is supposed to be just stupid.
Probably.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Thank you. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like finish it.
That, Joshua?
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. I'm gonna have to like jog in place to get rid of the caffeine shakes, jitter things. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I can't do it.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now.
I don't think that's ranting, but okay.
But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, eating your chocolates.
Brushing against my boobies.
There really aren't many people like you, Joshua. That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. I am really sorry.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear.
I guess on the bright side is I'm not feeling pain anymore. Now I'm just feeling like sweaty, clammy, shaky, need to go-ness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can read Sayori's lips. Ooh! I like this one, Joshua. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, that's a long sentence. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the I hadn't finished reading that. and
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a click.
you did.
I'm sorry.
Jeez, Joshua, pay attention. I think it was something about a rain cloud, and
Getting a little hug.
yeah, and
Makes a nice happy rainbow.
Thank you.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Huh? It is? Huh.
Maybe?
Maybe. I have caffeine jitters. I'm sorry, everybody. Maybe
Don't
I'm getting.
do drugs.
This is
I'm
nothing
getting better
compared
at
to when
expressing my feelings after all.
This is nothing compared to when I drank a
Yep.
5-hour energy.
Thanks, Joshua.
I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like nope, I can't read.
Like lid of a cookie jar.
Thanks.
It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams.
Ooh.
Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly.
Yeah. Nice.
But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. But I put the bottles excuse me, on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Excuse me. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them down from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against... Wait. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
You know, that made me think though, like just now, something that you anxiety, depression could do, or just general bad day, for anyone, is write down just on good days. Write down things that make you happy, or a good experience that you had that day, and put it in like a jar so that when you're I hate caffeine.
Having a bad day.
Yeah. You can pull that out and
read it.
Yeah. I would ask you to finish my thought for me, but you're not in my head.
Nope, I'm not.
And it might help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't smash it on the floor afterwards, probably, but...
Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Shisha.
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express
Myself this way.
Yeah. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
And magic is like writing.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't die. Ha ha ha! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later.
My hands are sweating.
I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Yeah. Am I rubbing off on you?
Yeah, go eat your banana. I'll finish it up.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. I can't. Ooh, I can't even walk. Cool.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've decorated some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Huh. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
I think I can read now.
I know you do.
I'm back.
I know we all do.
And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left.
Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Yawning. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks ahead.
Amazed.
Yeah. Amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand.
Okay.
Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
Oh, that's my phone in the bedroom. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden!
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort?
So she can be liked? Jeez, come on, don't be dumb.
Then she's probably got herself all
she's got it, yeah.
And...
It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this right now, or I won't do this.
Yeah.
I feel that too.
As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay! I guess I'm next then!
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought! How did you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Joshua liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need to be they might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of people, but in front of everyone, not people. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Joshua. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Joshua lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki?
It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up, step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that one, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Go on and jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
Woo! Yeah, woo! That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I
think.
Yeah, I know. I think it would be it would be the other way around for me. Thought I got most of the jitters out. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now.
Make sure.
Thanks. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets. So let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I
know. The festival
just let
is coming up.
Yeah, just read it.
But let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well.
Why are you using your
Madcon voice?
Oh, that's not what I thought that was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Buddha goes.
Oh yeah, that's the same voice.
Oh. Okay. I can't remember. I can't.
Julie Child.
That.
It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go? Oh.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Wow, I don't know why. Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. You make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Joshua. You don't
Have to say it.
that one.
Whatever, let's go already. We're almost there, guys. Hang in there. I won't promise Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed.
This is a long episode.
Yeah, it is. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home.
It's probably my fault.
Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean.
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well...
Would you ditch her or would you stay with her?
Well, of course. Sayori.
That's your only reasoning. It's not like, oh, she's my friend.
Well, yeah, that too. They're both my friend.
I just don't know why you don't get an option to be like, let's walk home, like all three of us.
Yeah. Do you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Joshua. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so.
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? This conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay.
Okay. Woo, we made it to the poem. Oh, okay, save. If you liked this episode, or just enjoyed listening to me struggle,
hit the like button.
Yeah. And
any suggestions for this episode, for this series, or any other series, or game suggestions, please put it in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And we'll see you next time. Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.